Hello Taurus, welcome to your reading. This is for the week of 16th to 23rd of March. And if you are new here, you are welcome as well. So let's see what is going on for you. There's the Six of Pentacles. That one flipped right out, crossing the heart area. So the Six of Pentacles is in the present position. And crossing this is the Seven of Pentacles at the root, Temperance, the Crown, Eight of Swords in the past, Two of Cups in the future, Queen of Swords. For the approach, Ace of Wands, outside influences, Page of Swords, hopes and fears, the Empress, and the outcome is the Six of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, there is the Ace of Pentacles. So you have two aces in your reading, the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. So it feels like there is something here where you are excelling at, where you are becoming even excellent, or you are sharpening your skills as well. And you could also be in this place where you are focusing more on your strengths, or you're getting to do that. It could be a practice that you are integrating in your experience right now. So I would like to get some clarifications before we carry on. What about the Eight of Swords? The Tower. And the Ten of Cups. There's the Seven of Wands. Five of Swords. Okay. Ace of Swords. And the Eight of Swords again. At the bottom of the deck, there is the Moon card. So the moon may also allude to the new moon in Pisces. So there could be something here where you are stepping into maybe outside of your comfort zone, stepping outside of your comfort zone. You are moving with your instincts. You are trusting your instincts even more. So there's one aspect of this reading that feels like you're getting to believe and trust in yourself and your abilities and your strengths. There's another aspect of this reading that feels like you are trusting your instincts. So there is that emphasis on trust, okay? So there I feel like you're getting to trust yourself, or you're being told to trust yourself even more as at this time. So it doesn't have to be yourself, like in terms of your own abilities, but trust that something is being guided for you, or something is being aligned for you, is working in your favor. So with the Eight of Swords and the Tower card over here, there feels to be, you see the Eight of Swords is some form of trap energy, some form of blockage on the very emotional level. You could be connecting to your body, connecting to your emotions, all right? Do not allow anything to trap you, all right? So it could be that you're connecting with your emotions at this time in order to release yourself. And then the Tower card is right here. So I do feel like there's something here of a release, of a blockage. These two cards came up for Aquarius, so you could have some connection to Aquarius. It could also be connected to Uranus in Taurus right now. So Uranus is the ruling planet for Aquarius. So there could be something where there's some kind of upheaval, all right? Maybe there's something that is being upheaved or is being taken out of your experience. This is what it feels like, because this is further backed up by the Ten of Cups. I just felt to mention this first because it caught my eye. But it feels like there's a closure of a cycle. There's a new threshold that is showcasing itself in your reading. We'll see more. But there is something here where there could be a test, there could be a trial. There could be something that is requiring you to pay attention at this time, or right, keep a new level of presence as well. It may not be something that you have a lot of control over, but maybe something that is requiring you to keep, I'm getting to bat an eyelid, or to keep an eye open is what I'm getting. So it's like you're in a place where I feel this message, you know what this is. It's like you're having to keep an eye open, all right? So it's like there's something that feels very calm, very soul-like, something very dreamy. It's like you have a return of something important to you. Then there's that part of it that feels like, yeah, as you're doing that, you're also keeping an eye open. The road is clear, you are driving, you're doing something, and then you're still keeping an eye open. It's like you never know. This is, I don't know. Yeah, this is what keeps coming up, Taurus. So I do feel like there's something here where there's one part of it that feels like keeping an eye open. I mean, we can all stay alert, all right? We can all, alertness is an important part of survival. And then there's another part of it that I do not want to go towards in terms of like that fear, or maybe a fear tactic of, or putting one in a state of frenzy. Yeah, always getting ready or preparing for the worst. No, this is not about that. This is just more about maybe some energy that I'm picking up where you're kind of coming to put one foot in front of another regarding this situation, this path, or something that you're looking to move forward for you. But of course, I do know that there are situations that may not want this to happen, but I'm just speaking based on the reading that I'm doing, or the readings that I do, all right? With the Ace of Pentacles and the Tower, you're definitely watching for some kind of pitfall. I don't know what this is, but maybe it's to do with something that has a high chance of putting you in a web. It could even be the internet, for example, or wanting to put someone in a trouble. I do feel like it's being sent back, all right? Whatever this is has only found you in a place of further protection. In the past position, we have the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is to do with an alignment with the Moon card. So there's something here where you have come into like a major alignment. I don't need to see the Nine of Cups to know that you're having a wish fulfillment. So there's something here that is coming to light for you, coming into manifestation. This could be a new relationship, a new partnership, a new alignment from within as well, a new connection. But it feels like it's coming in. So you could just be getting comfortable in the uncomfortable right now, as you're taking leaps of faith, as you're making new beginnings. However you're doing this, it feels like you're keeping one foot in front of another. Give yourself the grace, give yourself the compassion, and know that you're always guided, all right? Because it feels like there's something here that feels to be, I'm speaking, it's like a song is playing, and then all of a sudden you can hear like, you know, a form of a glitch, a form of, I know there's the Mercury retrograde. Of course, you can have power outages as well. Let's keep that in mind. So let's say you are, just a bit of digression, which is not a digression, but let's say you are creating something, you're speaking, you're doing something, then there could just be a high chance of glitches. All right, just watch out for that. You're traveling, then there could be a bit of disruption here and there. So maybe this is where you're keeping alert as well. But of course, with what is happening in the world, is just one that requires us to be more alert at this time. So with that said, there feels to be something here that is trying to put a wedge in your flow. All right, this is what it feels like. It may be outside of your control, but it feels like however you're working on yourself, you know, integrating your shadow, doing your own stuff, you're good. All right, you're good. Don't let the fear or the fear tactics get to you. I keep repeating that. It may be for a reason. So in the root area, we have the Temperance card. This is your overall energy. There could be a Sagittarius in the picture. If there's any connection that is coming together for you, partnership, relationship, then there's a lot of chemistry, all right? There's a lot of flow, a tango energy, all right? It feels like there's a tango, and it takes two to tango. It could be you and the divine. It could be you and another in your energy, but it feels like you are having flow and a new level of healing in this relationship, in this connection. If this is you that is healing, coming out of something, then it could be that, yes, you're taking one foot in front of another right now, right? You're just taking time to recuperate, to come back. It's like a baby step energy with the Temperance card. And at the heart area, the Six of Pentacles, if you remember, that one flipped right out. So I do feel like there's something here where you're opening to receive even more. All right, however you're opening to receive, it may feel uncomfortable, okay? For some reason, I'm feeling like this may be an uncomfortable process for you, but allow yourself to keep receiving. It's such a beautiful energy. It's not about, you know, receiving in terms of like money. It's just more about maybe asking or questioning, or even like standing up for yourself, all of that, so that, yeah, it could be little gestures as well that come to you, that you allow yourself to kind of take it in. So with the Seven of Pentacles in the cross position, upright is to do with investment. So I do feel like there is you being in your power in the heart area. This is Taurus energy. This is Taurus energy. So there's you being in your power over here. If there is anyone that is coming towards you, then I feel like there's some kind of realignment with this person, or someone may want to realign with you if you allow it. Okay, there could be a second chance that is opening over here. There's a second chance that feels to be opening. And with the Queen of Swords in the future position, this is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy, Virgo as well. So there's something here where maybe you're not sure, you're not clear, and you're calling in the truth. So we'll see more about that. So as soon as you're calling in the truth, it could be regarding what is reopening in terms of a timeline. So let's get more. What is the Queen of Swords? Seven of Wands, Five of Swords. So with the Seven of Wands and the Queen of Swords, it's obvious that you're standing your ground. These two cards, okay. These two came, the Tower and the Eight of Swords came up for Aquarius. The Five of Swords and the Seven of Wands came up around sometime in Gemini's reading, even though it wasn't on the table. There's something here where you could be standing your ground in your knowing, all right? It's like you're standing your ground in your knowing, but at the same time, you are not, because you want to open more. So you could be dealing with two different parties or two groups or different kinds of groups as well. Energetic in the physical, but however you're doing it is showcasing a lot of prowess on your part, how you're doing this. So with the Five of Swords, there's something here where you could be seeing if the risk is worth taking, or something maybe something that has put you in risk could be coming back around as well. So as soon as you're doing that, what is happening is maybe you're calling something out, or you could be standing your ground in something, all right? This is the time to stand your ground. Maybe you're being told not to settle here, all right? So it could be that you're voicing out what it is that you want. Something like that could be important regarding something of a realignment, or something or someone that may be coming back around. The Ace of Wands in the area of approach, we have a new fire, a new spark. Yes, there feels to be a renewal or a realignment, definitely. And this is a renewal of your spark. If you're looking for inspiration, if you're building something as the alchemist over here, you could be someone who builds, who cooks, you're building a recipe, then you do have a lot of inspiration coming in. Wow, I'm just laughing because, Taurus, there's one part of this reading that wants me to get into a fight, all right? It wants me to get into a certain battle, which I feel like is not outside of you, all right? This could be something that you're also working with. And then there's another part of this reading that feels like you are in a place where you're finding your footing. Yes, it's like you're finding your footing and you're trusting your knowing. Trusting your knowing is not just pushing and be like, yeah, I know, that kind of thing. It's one that may also be requiring you to tread gently, to tread carefully. And then there's another part of this that feels like it's also to do with your own well-being, where maybe your own peace of mind is the number one thing. And talk about a peace of mind, what do we have? Six of Swords, right? It feels like you're prioritizing something. Ultimately, there's a form of prioritization that you're doing. It could ultimately be of yourself or what matters to you. So let's say you're practicing a new level of, this could come as a presence, giving your attention to something. Quality time. It doesn't have to be a lot. It could just be like 2 minutes, keeping your eyes on a spot and keeping it there for some time. It could be a practice that you're doing for yourself. Maybe meditation, for example. Then there's another part of this that feels like, and that is the last part. I want to just be like, oh yeah, oh well, let's move to what is flowing. But then it's like, I want to move to what is flowing when there is something of like starting up a car, and maybe you haven't used that car for some time. This is just an example. And then you turn it on. You have expected that starting up that car would take some time to kind of pick up. Or even if it picks up, you may find that there's something that you need to fix or you need to repair. This is what it feels like. So there's something about that I'm working with in your energy or in your reading. It's like I want to just flow and be like, oh, this is. Then there's one part of it that feels like, oh yeah, this needs attending to. This needs attending to. But I do feel like this is also the flow doesn't have to be like, oh, it's all flowy. Sometimes it can be like, and then it comes back again until we find our pitch, right? Or a form of a pitch perfect, or a form of a frequency. This is what it feels like someone is working with right now, with themselves, someone around them, or something around them. It's real life. It's real life is what I'm getting. So I feel like here you are looking to make a decision and you're looking way ahead. It may be a big thing, it may not be. It could be someone that you're dealing with once again, but you're upholding your standard. If there's any kind of troublemaking energy, some risk taking, then, or something again that feels like that conflicted, then you're just like calling it in, or calling in the truth regarding this. Something may require you to actually either stand your ground with a person, a situation, like really stand your ground, or you don't allow this back in. This is what is given. All right? Yeah. For the Page of Swords and outside influences, this is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So there's some kind of intel that is coming to you. Someone could be seeking some form of information about you as well. Maybe they're watching you online, or they're getting more information. Yeah. I'm hearing I spy, I see with the Page of Swords. So there could be something about maybe a peekaboo energy as well that you are doing here. But of course, remember, I'm kind of laughing. I'm also not laughing. This is what something may feel like, oh, because it's a weekly reading, I'm trying so hard not to get into some kind of nightmarish energy. With the Empress card, there's the hopes and fears. Or maybe this is exactly what the situation wants someone to be in. Okay, so with the Empress card, in terms of hopes and fears, there's a mothering energy. There could be a mother figure. You could be this person as well. I mean, with the Empress card, this is you being in your power. So for this showing up as hopes and fears, could be that the hopes are like what you are attracting. This is a very feminine, creative energy. So it's like you're building, you're keeping your ground. The other side, maybe fears, could be that you are seeing, if I stay here, for how long will this sustain me? So it could be a new level of surrender that you're moving with, all right? There feels to be a new level of surrender and letting go that you're working with. And then the outcome is the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is one of flow, yeah, moving to calmer waters. There we go. So I do feel like you are reclaiming your power. If you're asking if a risk is worth taking, maybe you could be doing some assessment. I mean, I could think about risks in different ways. It could be to do with work. It could be to do with dealing with someone. Let's say you're someone who helps another. Then it can come where you are kind of weighing out and knowing your limits, all right? Eight of Swords, 9 swords, 14, 15, and then 21 swords altogether. This is to do with the World card. So the World in the Tarot is to do with like expansion, integration, new spaces, new people, new recipes. Okay, something very new, travel, exploration. So I do feel like you are getting to explore the world, or there's something about the world that you're getting to see different aspects of, all right? So you could be coming to see another aspect of the world, or a different side of something. It's like new directions are being opened up. If you ask me, with all the swords coming up in your reading, you have passed a test, all right? You have aced this. There could have been maybe a pitfall that has come your way recently, and you aced this. What do we have from the life and career deck? Looking. It's okay to look for better work. Be discreet in your search. You need to be aligned with your life purpose to be fully satisfied. You can take it in the way that it resonates, or there's something about looking through a blind, all right? Looking through to get better information. Wish come true, yeah. Your wish is being granted, but it may not come in the way that you expected. No worries, it is just what you need. Okay, there's the shedding card. When I see the shedding card, I do feel like someone is releasing something from their experience right now. Yeah, you're releasing some form of it could be this same Five of Swords. It could be an envious energy. There are different forms to envy. Sometimes envy is not like envy itself, like I'm jealous. Sometimes if it can go as far as causing you something, then it feels to be that someone could be trying to cause interference, or you have something that is trying to cause interference in your system. This is what this is showing up. So however you're working on your own cleansing process right now, keep going, keep doing it, because, and if you need to unplug, by all means do it, because it feels like a very mental energy. So if you need to unplug from the internet, please do it. All right, you need to turn off everything, your phone, your iPad, your laptop. Do that, because there could be a high risk that is going on, or something like that, or some form of exposure as well. You're starting to outgrow something. It could be a work situation, it could be some kind of situation. You need to set higher goals and standards. You work well in healing and medicine. So I feel like saying you work well in healing and medicine is you becoming giving even more space, or being a healer as well. You could be a healer too, or a medicine giver. Adventure. You make exciting work moves that could take you outdoors or on a trip. You will need to climb steadily to reach your financial goals. Something is finding you unreachable, or it's like they can't reach you. All right, you could be in a new timeline here, or you have jumped timelines, or something has required you to move from something, but it's like you did it at the right time. Wow, Taurus. It's not a heavy energy. I wouldn't call it heavy. I'll just call it like I'm looking to bring about different fragments right now in your readings. Like there are different fragments that are coming together. It's like someone wants to just like, they love the soulful, they love something very nice. There's something here where you could be, someone doesn't like your good life. They don't like the fact that you're living something smoothly, all right? They don't like it, or according to them, this is how they see it, all right? But however they see this, or they spy this, yes, I spy, I see, you know? So it's like however they see this, or they spy this, they feel like you are, how are you doing it? You know, that is the question. And they're trying to, then it shows you that it's not just curiosity. No, it's like they're trying to get more. Direction guardian, choose your path. Medicine guardian, be open to healing information. Arrow, surround yourself with protective energy. And the guardian angel, you're not alone. And at the bottom of the deck, Lord, take charge with authority. So let's go for the direction guardian. That is like the world card. You could be at a place where you're making a major decision regarding maybe a space, regarding something that you're seeing. And it's like you're getting to see that it's like the way is being opened regarding that. And it's like it's surpassing even your expectations of how this is supposed to come out. It's like there's something here where either way you're moving in grace, all right? You're kind of releasing yourself from something, all right? Medicine guardian, listen to what is coming up within you and what is being shared with you by trustworthy others in your life. Pay attention to healing information. You're being exposed to information and insights that will have a dramatic healing effect upon your life. If you are working through something mentally or emotionally, know that there are spiritual energies supporting your healing. If you're working through something that is physically challenging, pay particular attention to information that's coming to you that feels inspired, insightful, and warm. It will be supportive of your wellness. Your angels are here to remind you that your natural state is one of wholeness, and you are on the road to revealing that wholeness once more. Two guardians in your reading. Actually, there were 3 guardians. There's the guardian angel as well. Someone could see you as their guardian angel, or you have a guardian angel that is working with you. And look what we have with the direction guardian. Is a form of a cheer up energy right there in the middle. Direction guardian, choose your path. Connect with your deepest desires, then choose the path that will make your heart and soul sing. That will make your heart and soul sing. So some of you could be singers, or you're getting to find your pitch, is what I'm getting. These amazing angels are the ones who come to us when we are at a crossroads and don't know which way to go, when we are unsure of what is right for us or of the bigger picture. They can help us know what is best for all involved. The Direction Guardian card refers to the vision of the Hebrew prophet Ezekiel, who is said to have seen an angel with 4 different faces. One was a child, one was a bull, one was a lion, and one was an eagle. These 4 faces show that angels can appear in many guises and guide us in many different directions, but always for our highest good. Your path isn't set in stone, and your angels and guides have no expectations for you, nor should you have any for yourself. There are many directions you can take. None of them are wrong, as they all hold perfect opportunities to grow and to learn. But life is to be enjoyed and savored, so if you know that there's a decision to be made, and particularly if you're feeling indecisive, choose the path you know is going to make you light up, and choose with your heart. All right there, Taurus. I wish you a blessed week, and I'll come back with more videos as well. And do take care. Bye-bye. Hello there, Virgo. Welcome. And if you are new here, you are welcome as well. Let's look into your forecast, your reading for the week of 16th to 23rd of March. All right. What do we have for Virgo? If you are looking to book personal readings, you can find the link in my bio or in the description section. Starting with the heart area. 6 of Pentacles and the Empress. Those ones, they flew right out. And crossing the heart area is the 2 of Cups at the root. Queen of Pentacles, the crown. The Strength card in the past. 8 of Pentacles, the future. 3 of Cups for the approach. The World card, outside influences. 9 of Wands, hopes and fears. Knight of Pentacles and the outcome. 6 of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, there is the Knight of Wands energy. I don't know why, but the first thing that I'm being guided to see here is calm your mind, okay? Rest your mind, rest easy, you are good, okay? It could be to do with another person, it could be to do with something that you're seeking answers for right now. And yeah, of course, I'm speaking to Virgo, so there could be something here that has a high chance of putting you down, like looking for answers or trying to find more about someone, you know. And it feels to me it's not really an answer of a yes or no if you're asking, all right? It's just one where with the 3 of Cups energy, you're kind of enjoying the moment. You're in a place of expansion and you're focused on what it is that allows you to be in the flow, or allows you to keep it's something to do with your peace of mind. So the answer is no. Don't get carried away looking to see if there's something wrong, okay, with something, with someone. Yeah, I don't know why that came up first, but this is what it feels like. There's some kind of detective analytical energy that is coming through. Or even yourself, all right? This is the time where you could be working on more compassion with yourself, more forgiveness of yourself as well. But you see the 9 of Wands, the 8 of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, even the Strength card and the 6 of Swords to some capacity is giving me that thing of like looking out for the worst or preparing for the worst, maybe outcome in a situation. Now, again, this is not about saying, oh, this is going to turn out well. No, it's just one where maybe this is not helping at this time to bring ease. So this may be a time where you retreat, you know, be in your power, step back and retreat. Autumn, release the old and rest. Oracle, wait for important information. There is the Seer card, see beyond the current situation. So we'll leave those over here. I believe the message or the main message is the Autumn card, release the old and rest, all right? The Raven brings about initiation and healing. So I do feel like there's something very, very healing and transformative that you're embodying or you're about to embody even more. So let's get going with the tarot cards, shall we? In the past position, there's the Eight of Pentacles. Looks like you are getting busy. You could be a very busy person, you know, very focused as well. Maybe your schedule is about to get booked up, but there feels to be something about this that likes a really busy energy. The Eight of Pentacles is like you're focused, you're dedicated. So there's a dedicated path. There's a contract that is coming in for you or has come in for you. The Eight of Pentacles is also showcasing you as having like a really it's like you're about to have a vision like never before. If you feel like your vision has been strong before, it's about to get even stronger. So this is where I'm getting like give yourself like the grace to unplug every now and then, all right? You may need to unplug. With the Queen of Pentacles in the root area. Yeah, the Eight of Pentacles may also find someone that is like honed in on you or looking in on you. Because remember, this is like a general energy where I'm speaking to someone based on what it is that they're manifesting, based on what it is that is like helping them to be in the energy of flow and receiving. So I speak from that perspective. Then there's another part of it that feels like you could have situations that are like, yeah, we also or you also are maybe needing some confirmation that, yeah, this is not alone your energy. So it's true. So there could be something here where they're like really invested or really honed in on you. Maybe watching for everything that you do could be significant. The Queen of Pentacles energy in the root area. This is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sagittarius energy. So it looks like you're wielding something. You're in a really practical energy right now. Someone may want to speak to you. You could also be working on your expression right now as well. The Queen of Pentacles, yeah, there's a very resourceful energy that you're in or people that view you in this. With this being your overall energy, it feels to be like a project is coming to you or a new project that you are coming to as well. Maybe, yeah, something that you're building. The Six of Pentacles. So it feels like there's something here that is telling you, or if you're looking to do something, then you may be needing to shift your attention because there's something that is building up and you may be shifting your attention again and again in order to redirect it to something that you're going to see growth. And again, I'm not throwing any shade here, all right? It just feels like this is where I'm also working on like communicating this. Okay, so because it feels like a really abundant energy, all right? It's just one word. Something may have a high chance of pulling your validation, all right? Pulling your sense of validation or your worth. And it happens all the time. We can have something and we feel like, yeah, it feels like you have it, and then there's a high chance of feeling something is missing. Is it true? Is it not true? Of course, it could be any of the above, but it just feels to me that if there's no way about this just yet, then it's time to bring a wider vision to this question or to this analysis or to this path, right? So there feels to be a high chance of something that may put you in a corner. It could be something, it could be someone, it could be a group. But you need to remind yourself of your self-worth and your value at this time more than ever. And I speak because the Six of Pentacles and the Empress kind of almost came in the inverted position. They kind of flipped over. So it felt to me that there's something that you could be dealing with. This could be feminine figures. This could be a feminine figure as well, a mother figure. But there feels to be something here where you're having to remind yourself of your worth, of your standing in this situation, or even in yourself. Because it could be something that wants to isolate you or has made you to feel isolated. Yeah. So that's why I'm not giving you all like saying, oh, Virgo, you know, there's that part of it that feels like it's to do with what it is that you're going towards. And then there's another part of it that feels like, no, you don't get to carry all that heaviness or all that weight alone. There's definitely something that is going on that is beyond just you. and you are gaining a new level of worth right now, value, and sometimes even if it means working alone or being alone, then you do that. With the Two of Cups crossing the heart area upright, this is to do with relationships, alignment. So there could also be a couple in the picture, but I do feel like with this coming like that is backing up the whole message, isn't it? Because 6 Pentacles, 5 Pentacles, they come to 11, which is number 2, balance, reciprocity, justice as well. And then with the Empress card in kind of in the inverted position, you're regaining your voice, is what I'm getting. You're regaining your voice, and you're regaining some kind of authority, some kind of say. All right, maybe I have a say in this, I have an opinion in this, or I have. It could even be a platform that you have, or you're coming to a platform as well, or you're coming to build up your platform. You know, but wherever this is, you are at the podium, at an energetic podium or a physical podium, and saying that is your time. So you're allowing yourself to take up more space. Yes, it's like you're allowing yourself to take up more space. Yeah. I'm getting a really graceful energy for you, something that is more like yeah, but there's something about this that feels like you are keeping your balance and you're reminding yourself of who you are. You're reminding yourself of something so that you keep your attention. You pay attention towards what it is that you want to see expansion. In the crown area, there's the strength card. This is Leo energy, so there could be a Leo in the picture. I do feel like there's something. You see how the Queen of Pentacles is facing that way? The strength card as well. Same goes for the Six of Pentacles. I do feel there's something here where you may find yourself just taking time to round up something, all right? It could be a task, it could be a project, but as soon as you're rounding this up, yeah, it's like it's a wrap. So it could be that you are kind of wrapping this up or wrapping up a cycle. Something about you is changing. However, you're changing, it doesn't feel loud like that. It just feels where you're speaking silently, but then it's loud. All right, it feels like your silence is loud. This is what I'm getting for something. So with the strength card, there's something here where you have been holding space and then it's coming in. The future position, we have the Three of Cups. This is to do with expansion. You could be reconnecting to friends, you know, social circles. There could also be an expansive energy that you're experiencing within. There could be an open relationship as well. Yeah, but it feels like you have major expansion and cause for celebration. The World card in the area of approach, this is to do with expansion, integration. So you could be coming to new spaces, limitless possibilities and directions are opening up for you. And it's being backed up by the Knight of Wands energy. So it feels like you have something that is going on regarding like a motivation, a passionate new direction. The Nine of Wands over here in terms of outside influences, this is to do with your resilience, your courage, your determination. There could also be someone maybe around you or something around you as well with the Knight of Wands, but that is just like a bit of a digression. But I do feel here you're in a place where you're awakening and you're gaining closure. So there's some kind of closure that is coming to you or you are receiving, and you could be coming into an energy of letting go and surrender even more. With the Knight of Pentacles in terms of hopes and fears, this is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries energy. So there's something to do with Saturn over here, hopes and fears. There could be something that has been delayed or some kind of obstacle, or whatever this is. Yeah, I feel like you're working with the resistance and you're looking to set even stronger foundations as a result of this. So yeah, I do feel like there's something here where you're shifting your perception again and again, and there could be, it could find you even slowing down or allowing something to work or allowing something to happen. And as soon as you do that, guess what? You actually find an outlet or you find a way about this. The Six of Swords in the outcome, this is to do with your peace of mind. Feels like you're moving to calmer waters right there. Right, you're moving to calmer waters. I do feel like there is something more that could be coming in for you, or something that you're receiving. What do we have from the life and career deck? Roll the dice. Time to put yourself out there. You are hiding your talents. It's time to take a risk and step into the spotlight now. So you could be in a place where you're opening even more to maybe to people, or you're opening even more maybe to something, maybe a new adventure as well. Flexibility. You will need to see in the dark to maneuver the coming changes. While it seems extreme, just hang in there. This too shall pass. So this could be connected to the new moon in Pisces. I mean, I'm speaking to Virgo, right? So Virgo is all about, this is the Hermit card. So with this new moon in Pisces, you also have a major alignment that you're experiencing, all right? So this could bring about heightened visions for you on the very energetic perspective. Money matters. Money matters a lot now. Watch your expenses, save up for the future. Okay, it says you need to be prepared for the unexpected. And connections. The connections card is my 10 of Pentacles energy. It says build bridges between people, contact those who can help you. Your actions set you up for the next opportunity. So if you need to make a call, just do it, okay? If you need to ask something, just do it. What is the Three of Cups? Ooh, this fell out. 9 of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles again. 3 of Cups again. Okay. 2 of Cups. So I do feel like there's something here where you're having a return of yourself. You're becoming, it's either you're becoming more unapologetic, or yeah, there's a kind of balance that you're doing, because it feels to me the 9 of Pentacles is giving me act like you own it, or act like you've got it. Give them something to talk about, you know? Yeah, it's like give them something to talk about. So if you're hiding something right now, then you could as well be not hiding anymore, you know? Yeah, because it feels like there's a form of a threat, not threat like threatening someone, but it feels to me that however you're showing up or however you choose to show up, maybe this situation is already like viewing you that way. This could be a part of the reading, but it feels like there's something here where you're being told, give them something to talk about, all right? Yeah. Look what we have here, 10 of Pentacles. Yeah. Okay, Virgo, I'm going to read a bit of the Seer card. Oracle is all about maybe information. You could be receiving some kind of information as well, or some kind of message could be coming in. Seer, look beyond your current situation, raise your vibration, and focus on love. Clairvoyance isn't just about predicting the future, it's about being able to see clearly enough to create your best future. You're being encouraged by your ancestral guides and angels to see beyond what you think is happening now. Do not allow your ego or doubts to play games with you. Instead of seeing yourself as stuck or lost, know that you are in an energetic holding space while the universe recalibrates a path that is more favorable for you. Angels of light are upgrading your energy so that your experiences can be more enjoyable. You're moving towards something extremely uplifting and enlightening, so stay calm and keep your eyes on the prize. All right there. I wish you a blessed week. I'll come back with more videos as well, and do take care. Bye-bye. Hello Capricorn, welcome to your reading. This is for the week of 16th to 23rd of March. And if you are new here, you are welcome as well. So let's get started and see what comes up, starting from the heart area. Okay, so this card flipped out. The 5 of Wands. Okay, so the 5 of Wands at the heart area for you, Cap. What is crossing? It's like I'm trying to shuffle these cards, but they feel like there's some form of glue that is in between them. It feels like there is something that is holding or binding them together. So there could be a bind that you're... Okay, so something I wanted to say. it feels like it has a lot of resistance to it. Okay, I wanted to say breaking away, but it's like the Five of Wands is doing that work already of breaking away, breaking free. So there could be some kind of resistance that you're navigating right now. There are other aspects to the Five of Wands, which of course I would mention: competition, strife, grudge, hatred. Yeah, some form of hating energy. And the reason I'm mentioning these other aspects here, Cap, is because I would like to hone in on you with this reading, okay? I would like to hone in on something, but I'll still bring other aspects, because as we practice more compassion with ourselves, we tend to, what we can do is also take some of that struggle outside, right? It's like a form of like saying, hey, you know, this is not your energy, that kind of thing. So it's like there is a new level of compassion that you could be practicing with yourself. The only I'm finding myself kind of stopping and then changing something around. It's like when it feels like there's a resistance, then I stop and then I change it around. So I'll also tell you what I wanted to say at the same time. So it's like, I don't know, I got lost there, okay? And something about this feels to be, I'm having to be vulnerable with you, all right? So there could be something of a new level of vulnerability, or someone who wants to be vulnerable with you, or it's like with what is coming together, then there has to be a new level of vulnerability, all right? This could be a connection for you as well. So there's a form of a struggle, there's someone having a struggle, and I feel like I'm finding myself going into that struggle, but then it's like I'm going into that, there's some kind of blockage I'm meeting. As I'm going there, there's also something that is wanting to distract me, all right? So there could be a distraction or something that someone could be having a struggle, and then they're distracting themselves from, you know, facing that struggle of it could be that someone wants to, I saw the Ace of Swords earlier, right? So someone may want to speak, or someone may want to express themselves, but they're finding it difficult, and then in the process they distract themselves. Yeah, this is what it feels like. It's like in the process they either distract themselves, or life distracts them, and then they're not able to come back to the matter at hand. Yeah, this is what it feels like. I'm sorry if I'm invading too much here, but I'm going to lay off a bit, okay? So Five of Wands in the heart area. I could be invading too much in this person's space, perhaps. But I feel like I've invaded just the right amount to kind of unlock something. It's what I'm getting. Crossing the heart area, what do we have for Capricorn? Talk about unlocking, and we have the Three of Pentacles, isn't it? So there feels to be an unlocking energy, okay? If there's something here on the very physical level where maybe there's been a lot of competition with this, then it feels like you could be gaining access to this, or you're getting into some kind of competition as well. But I do feel like with the Three of Pentacles, that is your card, Capricorn. So I do feel here, if there's a project, a collaborative opportunity, something like that, then it could be that one aspect of this is allowing collaboration with your guides, all right? If this is a personal struggle, if this is a resistance that you're navigating, or some, because you want to have a clearer outlook at something, or you want to see something clearer. So this is in the area of your manifestation. So there could be something here where you're further allowing some kind of collaboration, or even letting down some form of frustration energy, something that maybe is just blocking your view right now. This is the time maybe to literally sit down with that and face something head on, all right? This is what I'm getting. So this can come with some kind of mindful time right now, root chakra, meditation, maybe you're grounding, yeah, a new level of grounding presence that could be needed on your part. Yeah, I'm selfish like that, you know. I like to work with my community when it comes to manifestation. So as much as there is other stuff going on with this energy, I feel like it's so important that I focus on what it is that you're looking to, you know, to gain more, to increase as well. It's all about increase. So I feel like there's something here where you're opening more to increase, you're opening more to something that is building for you. Of course, with the Five of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, you could have some situation that is just wanting to put you in a corner, or has tried to do that, cause you conflict, cause you strife, cause you competition. It's like, yeah, this is something that may have ganged up against you, all right? Or there's that energy that maybe you carry. You could have some connection to maybe the seventh house could be significant for you. So just a minute while I count that, because I'm not really into astrology. So Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer. Okay, so your seventh house is Cancer. So I do feel like there's something here connected to it could be family, it could be your adventure, your creativity. Yeah, so the Five of Wands can be to do with creativity, some kind of flow. So someone is struggling regarding their flow, and this may be what is also bringing them back to, yeah, I do feel like, right, there's one aspect of it where I'm coming back to you. That's just what it is. Sorry about that. But then there's also one aspect that I do not want to dismiss, which is so important and is a big part of it. And I also feel like whatever this is that could be happening on the outside could be what is impacting your flow, or is wanting to impact your flow. Could be that the same situation, maybe you're showing up in a certain way, or you're showing up for yourself, or you're learning to do that more and more. Then you're bound to have something like this, all right? You're bound to have situations that could just say stuff, that could do stuff. So I feel like there's something here where you're seeing some kind of ganging up energy, or a high chance of something doing that. It could be something that has happened all your life as well, and you're seeing it for what it is. And with that, then it helps you to also navigate some form of trigger energy. So on your own part, there's a healing where you're seeing some form of trigger, or something that could just be, on a very surface level, annoying, right? Then there's also something on the outside that is going on, or has happened for, I feel like maybe the number 3, the number 5, perhaps 3 weeks, months, years as well, 5 as well. But it feels to me that whatever is going on, there's a competition, there's strife, there's a borderline tension. If there's anyone that is supposed to come together or come towards you, then could be that this is something that is being revealed about what it is that they're experiencing around them. So there could be stuff that is going on around this person. 9 of Wands. So that is the wounded healer energy, the wounded warrior. Yeah. So let's see what is happening at the root area. I'm looking to round up this energy before we carry on. There is a resistance that you're not breaking out of this resistance, all right? It's like you're seeing how to step into the fight, all right? You're seeing if the fight is worth it. Yeah, this is what you're seeing. So there's a form of a sorting energy that you're needing to do right now, which may require some form of maybe stepping back. Maybe you're resting up right now, or you are strategizing, or you could be in isolation right now as well. Or yeah, there's something that could have a high chance of like putting you in isolation, and maybe this is the time to step into it, step into the ring, but it feels to me that whether you step into the ring or not, there's a high chance of something wanting to drag you into that ring. So, well, so there's just that thing of like, it's time to step up in your own way, right? This is what it feels like. At the root area, what do we have for Capricorn? King of Cups, the Crown, the Lovers. There are a few cards over here, 7 of Pentacles and the King of Wands. So I'm going to leave them like that. 8 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So I do feel like there is something here where you're getting busy, where you're having a new level of productivity. There's a turning point that is happening for you as at this time. This is a huge, huge turning point. And there's a new level of truth and honesty. Now, when we talk about honesty, it's not all brutal honesty like, oh yeah, sometimes it's just honesty in the sense that some things are not your fault. Some things are, maybe it's a conditioning, maybe it's something that you have grown to see. So it's just like with that, you get to provide compassion with yourself, and compassion is not the lack of accountability, right? It's different entirely. In fact, sometimes with compassion you stand your ground, sometimes with compassion you speak your truth, or speak or express yourself. With compassion, you also have shared compassion, where you understand that not everyone is where you're at, or people are way ahead of you. Then you become a teacher and a learner all at the same time. So I do feel like there's something like that. My goodness. So I do feel there is something where you are allowing even more flow right now into your experience, and there is a co-creative energy as you allow. And as you allow, as this co-creative energy is working with you, then you're allowing. So it's a form of a positive feedback system that is actually nourishing. What do we have in the past position? King of Pentacles. Oh, you have 3 kings in your reading. In the future, Knight of Swords. For the approach, King of Swords. Okay, so 4 kings. Outside influences, 4 of Swords. Hopes and fears, Queen of Swords. And the outcome is the 6 of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Pentacles. I don't know, despite the 5 of Wands in the heart area, I feel very calm. So perhaps this is where you're at. You see the 4 of Swords, there's that isolation energy, there's that thing of regrouping, re-strategizing, a lot of mental energy, but the mental energy is kind of coming up like separated, where there's something that is broken down, or you could be breaking down, or you're breaking down for others, right? Some of you could be projectors, for example, in human design. Your human design could be important here. The beautiful thing about the 5 of Wands, yes, it can also showcase someone who doesn't like conflict, okay? Someone who just does not like to get into the conflict, but there's something here that may require you to get into that, all right? But do it in a way where you are a stakeholder in this. So it's like you're becoming a stakeholder. The other side of the 5 of Wands is that, and this is not a positive one, it's not also a negative one, is that there are situations where when we face something in life, and we build up our defenses, we build up our walls. What happens over time is, depending on who is working with you, or the other way around, if you're working with another or a group of people, there is a high chance of, it's like at the end of the day, is your own work that will help you to operate with that person. So I feel like there's something about you that is breaking through something, a wall right now with another, or with a group, or with a situation. All right, you're breaking through. This is beautiful. So it may, I don't know, it takes a certain kind of heart to deal with this energy. All right, this is what it feels like. It feels like I'm having to kind of walk through a wall right now as I speak. What other thing is coming up? And there's that thing of experience, like understanding where you have been, so that you meet people where they're at. You also look back and see that maybe you have been in the same place at some point. So it releases judgment of self, judgment of others, and gives space for others to grow, It helps with that. And that's why, as much as I want to say, yes, there are people, there's also a group of that. So it's like, it's all about your own boundaries right now that you could be working with regarding something that you need to move forward for you. It's like, this is all about what needs to move forward. Is this moving forward? Fine. If this is not, you look for other ways. The 7 of Pentacles and the King of Cups in the root area. Yeah, this is you applying emotional intelligence, emotional wisdom. There could be some evaluation planning that you're doing. You could also be further investing in something. It could be education. It could be in something as well. But I do feel like with the King of Cups and the 7 of Pentacles, there is something very lucrative that you are working on right now. Or a lucrative pathway is opening up even more with this process, energy, perspective, but there's a pathway that is opened. In the crown area, we have the Lovers, King of Wands. The Lovers card is Gemini energy. There's a major decision that you could be making. Remember, there was the 8 of Pentacles earlier, right? So I do feel like there's something of a dedicated pathway that you're taking on. All right. So it's like the moment you decide, the moment you have made a decision, or you had made a decision regarding, are you ready to take the next step in this, or are you ready to, and it's not about like some active decision. It's just one that maybe may come with your spirit guides. So the earlier that you're able to sit with yourself, ground yourself, and do something, then the faster something is going to work out. Okay, you need to hear that. So there's something about this that feels like there's a co-creative force working with you if you allow it. This is what it feels like. So with the Lovers card, there is a major decision that you're making. And I feel with the Knight of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, then there is a borderline that you are having and a new chapter is opening. So there's an entire shift in perspective that is happening over here. Now, if there's someone that needs to come towards you, it could be that they're getting to see you as something of a, maybe something of a, not missed, in the sense that there's a further realization for this person, these people, that maybe you have been the linking force in something. All right, this is what it feels like yeah, something is being revived or is wanting to come back around. So the King of Wands and the Lovers, there's a reclamation of power, okay, that is going on here. You could also have a reconnection that is going on. In the past position, King of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. So there is a new level of abundance, resources, resourcefulness that is coming to you. You could be slowing down as well and, you know, changing around perceptions when it comes to obstacles. So the new moon in Pisces is bringing you this key, this gift. All right, whatever you're doing right now, keep going with it. All right, I keep going that way. So that is like a form of like, yeah, you know, it feels like bingo. This is what it feels like. So it's like you're about to hit it's like a bingo. It's like you're about to find something. You're about to find a key. You're about to unlock something. It feels amazing. Feels good. The King of Wands is you showing up for yourself, no matter what. All right. On the days you do not understand, on the days you understand, on the days it may feel like it's lost, on the days it may feel like it's confusing, keep showing up for yourself, no matter what. And you will speak to one person, 100 people, 1 million people, it doesn't matter. But with that one person is what matters. So the Knight of Swords is one of communication. So you could have some communication, a breakthrough. I do feel like you have a major breakthrough. Whatever is happening here, right? It's also feeding back to the King of Pentacles energy. So I do feel like there's something where, yes, there is an ambitious energy. Of course, I'm speaking to Capricorn. There's an ambitious energy. Is there? It's just one where you're seeing that ambition is not bad. Ambition is actually a beautiful thing. It's just one where, okay, what are you using that for? So there's something here where maybe you're re-asking questions, or you're remodeling or remodulating some kind of questions regarding ambition and how important it is, you know, for success, for development, for encouragement, for motivation as well. So it feels like there's something like that you're working on, and further building on the sides of ambition that grow and to heal. Because ambition is what it is. It's beautiful. There is no other side to ambition. There is like hyper, where maybe we can get carried away and, you know, we're not focusing on what matters in life. That is where, again, it can be on the toxic side or on the shadow side. And it just calls for more integration. In the area of approach, we have the King of Swords. So this is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. I mean, I could be speaking to either a masculine energy, or I'm speaking to a feminine who has a lot of masculine energy. So maybe you work with masculines, or you are surrounded by a lot of masculine energies in your work environment. So it feels like, yeah, that is what it feels here. So with the King of Swords, there is a new level of truth and clarity. You could be applying objectivity in something, and also emotional intelligence. So there's head and heart together that is coming in here. In the area of outside influences, we have the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is one of, yeah, restoration, re-strategizing, regrouping. Outside influences may see you reacting to something in a way that they didn't expect you to react. So this is why I'm picking up that if you're dealing with one or more people, there is just that high chance of wanting to trigger you into doing something. And you may actually want to do it, but then you're like, oh, that kind of. So there's something here where you're like, maybe you're changing around something, you're breaking a cycle. Yes, the 9 of Wands, you're a generational cycle breaker. So there are people who see you in this place and you're giving them a new something to think about, is what I'm getting, or something to meditate on. You could also be someone who does podcast or you speak. That could be important, but again, that doesn't matter, or it doesn't matter a lot in terms of the context. With the Four of Swords, there could be something of like someone who tends to think a lot, strategize a lot before they move, all right, which is actually amazing. It's just one where you know when to move, when to also step back and seek new perspectives. The Queen of Swords, in terms of hopes and fears, ooh, look at that. We have the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. If this is a couple, I don't know if this is a power couple or something where you are getting even or getting some kind of justice as well. But if this is a couple, then you don't want to get to them, especially when it comes to analysis. No, you don't get to them regarding that. So there could be something like that. But there's the Queen of Swords energy, King of Swords over here. A lot of swords. You could have some connection to Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, your moon, your rising. Other placements could be significant for you in this area, all right? But whatever is forming for you feels to be highly analytical, but it also is one where there is an understanding that is going on, or a further understanding, like, am I clear? This is what it feels like. Am I clear? Okay, let's go. Okay, in the outcome, we have the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is one of resolution and harmony, all right? Looks like you're moving to calmer waters, or something is coming here where you're moving to calmer waters. So you may as well be having a conversation where you're ready to maybe trash something out, where you're ready to kind of put something on, put it out there and process from there. So give yourself grace over here, okay? 2, 4, so 6 swords, 7, 13 swords. So 13 is all to do with the number of death and rebirth, all right? So I feel like there's something that is breaking down in terms of a wall. There are times where we want to do something, we want to build something in terms of future, in terms of what is coming together. And stuff can come up like, do they have ulterior motives, or what do they want now? What is behind that, So it's just a beautiful thing because it allows you to heal. It also allows you to see what is there for you or who is there for you. So I do feel like there's something that you're releasing or you're allowing. I don't want to say breaking away or breaking free. I don't know why those words are not coming in here, because there's a lot of resistance already. So it's like there's something here where you are allowing, you're releasing, and from there you're seeing even more clearly. Adventure. You make exciting work moves that could take you outdoors or on a trip. You will need to climb steadily to reach your financial goals. Looking. It's okay to look for better work. Be discreet in your search. So there could be something to do with the workplace as well. It's okay to look for better work or a better something. Be discreet in your search. You need to be aligned with your life purpose to be fully satisfied. Now, I don't know why this card always gives me it gives me an energy of someone that is trying to get more information about you. Now, it's not so much about like, this is an open reading, like cross-watching, people watching just to understand. This is not about that. This is more about maybe something that could be happening in your environment right now, all right? But of course, apply this the way that it resonates. But there feels to be something of like a peeping, maybe a peeping Thomas could be significant. Gifts. You're uncovering new talents that will land you new work and a better position. You could get more money with the deal as well. Courage. Ask what you're afraid of so you can overcome what's holding you back now. There are leadership opportunities for the taking. And at the bottom of the deck, we have influence. Use your influence for change. You may do public speaking, social videos, or interviews. Your voice and opinions are important. I do feel like you are, you're becoming, you're seeing how maybe you want to be of a better influence to another. And you're also being highly influential, or you're coming into a highly influential position. But at the same time, you're also looking to see what is influencing you, or it's like you're looking to see what is building you up and you're being that at the same time. This is what it feels like here. So let's get a clarification. I'm a bit curious with the Knight of Swords, what is going on. A bit of that. Six of Pentacles. And the Ace of Wands. Okay. So there you have your answer. All right. With the Six of Pentacles, there's an opening to receive that you're doing over here. It feels very glorious. Feels like it's a full circle energy, whether you're moving forward, but it feels like something that gives back to you, or is giving back to you. So this breakthrough may just come for you where you know that, yes, something has been released, okay? And then the Ace of Wands is here. So it feels to me that there is a tension that is being lifted. The Ace of Wands is a new passionate beginning. And the Three of Pentacles is coming upright this time around. So, you know, the Three of Pentacles can have different connotations. So there are different perspectives, of course. Three of Pentacles, number 3. There is a form of a nest-like energy, all right? So with this nest energy, whoever speaks to you or however you get your messages, I feel like it's to do with you preserving or conserving your energy even more, while not denying yourself the grace, the ability, the gift to give to others. Yeah. So there feels to be something like that where you are becoming even more aware, even more. It's like you're able to sniff even more right now. That is the Five of Wands. It's like you're able to sniff through something, and you're allowing yourself to sniff, but also not jump to any decision. All right. So this is what it feels like. Angels and ancestors, what do we have for Capricorn? So overall, if you're looking to have anything regarding like maybe projects, what is going on, I feel here you're stepping up to something, all right? You're stepping up even further regarding maybe an opinion, regarding what you feel is a form of a leadership. It's like you're owning up to a new position of leadership right now regarding what is important to you or what needs to come together. So there could be some events where you're having a meeting, where you are having a conversation and you're showing up in a different way. And yeah, you may have some kind of looks, you know, people looking at you like, oh, they may not show it, but yeah, you can feel it. You can experience it. Yeah, the Five of Wands is saying that you have changed or you have grown horns. Okay. Hermit, retreat and recharge. At the bottom of the deck, Elder, healing through the lineage. So the Elder card is like the Nine of Wands energy, which came right from the beginning. Elder. Your ancestor guides gather around you at this time. Great healing is unfolding and carving a newfound freedom for your lineage. The First Nations people of Australia are the oldest tribal people still living on the planet. Their historic hunter-gatherer culture and ancient spirituality are rooted in tradition and balance with the earth. This card is in honor of them as sacred earth protectors and the living embodiment of tradition. The Elder is the ancestor who comes with a message of healing change. He is an embodied soul, yet he has had journeys that go beyond the physical. Therefore, he represents a reclamation of power. When he appears, it's an acknowledgement that you have the capacity to move beyond the limitations that have been placed upon you. If you have had expectations of success, failure, sadness, and even sickness, or even sickness placed upon you by your family, or even family figures, it could be friends, it could be other situations as well, but something that could be very maybe closely connected. It's important to know that you are here to create your own story. This card represents personal healing that will bring healing to your family lineage, past, present, and future. The freedom you claim is healing that lovingly supports your entire family constellation. I wish you a blessed rest of your week. I'll come back with more videos as well, and do take care. Bye-bye.